Chapter 11. Healthy Living. Health and happiness are very important for human beings. It is said that health is wealth. To live a long and healthy life we need many different things. We need a clean environment. We need healthy, nutritious food and good medical care when we are ill. Early man could not understand the nature or cause of many diseases. These were thought to be a punishment from God. Better understanding about health and the human body has now helped man to diagnose and treat diseases. People always try to improve their living conditions to stay healthy. So, they have tried and become successful in identifying many diseases. They have developed various methods to protect themselves from these diseases. A large number of medicines and instruments have been produced. Here, we will learn about some of the major developments in medical science. Clinical thermometer. In olden days, a person's temperature was observed by touching the body or by feeling the pulse. Today, we have the thermometer to get an accurate reading of the temperature of human body. The clinical thermometer was invented by Gabriel Daniel Fahrenheit, a German physicist, in 1715. On this thermometer, a scale is marked in degrees Fahrenheit. A thermometer is basically a glass tube with a glass bulb at one end. This bulb contains mercury, a metal in liquid form. This liquid expands on heating and contracts on cooling. The scale marked on it shows the range between 95 degrees Fahrenheit and 110 degrees Fahrenheit. To measure the temperature of the human body, the thermometer is placed in the mouth or armpit of the patient. The expansion of the mercury along the scale, due to the heat of the body, gives us its exact temperature. The normal temperature of a human body is 98.4 degrees Fahrenheit or 37 degrees Celsius. X-ray machine. The X-ray machine was invented by Wilhelm Conrad Röntgen in 1895. This machine can take pictures of the inside of a person's body, which clearly show any fracture or dislocation of bones or any disease in the internal parts of the body. With the help of this, doctors can see images of bones and internal organs and find out the disease a person is suffering from. Scanners. X-rays are not safe for the internal organs of our body if the machine is not handled properly. So these days the internal organs of a patient are checked with the help of scanners. The images produced by ultrasound, MRI scan, and CAT scan help doctors in getting a complete picture of internal organs. Stethoscope. Stethoscope was invented by the French doctor, René Laennec in 1819. This instrument is used to detect and study sounds arising within the body, chiefly in the heart and lungs. Once, Dr. René saw two children sitting at the ends of a long hollow log of wood. One was whispering through it and the other was listening. This gave him an idea and he rolled a newspaper like a long tube and put it on his patient's chest. To his surprise, the heartbeats of the patient could be heard clearly. This observation led to the invention of the stethoscope. Now it is used by every doctor throughout the world. It helps them to diagnose many diseases related to the heart and the lungs. Microscope. A microscope is an instrument which magnifies small objects and makes it possible for doctors and scientists to see the minute germs that are not normally visible to our naked eyes. The invention of the microscope has an interesting story behind it. About 400 years ago in 1590, the owner of a spectacle shop, Zacharias Jansen, happened to keep two lenses one behind the other. It was an accident that he looked through the lenses and saw a fly in giant size. He used this observation to invent the flea glass which could magnify things. The flea glass became very popular in Europe. Galileo learned about this invention and improved on it. He used two lenses to make an early version of the microscope. Today, it is a very useful device in the field of medical sciences. It is used in laboratories and hospitals for various tests like blood, stool, sputum, etc. methods of treatment. Surgery. Surgery means repair, removal or the replacement of the damaged part or organ of the body. Surgery was practiced even in ancient times in India. Nowadays it is possible to operate upon every part of our body. The vital parts like kidney, liver, brain and heart can be successfully operated upon. Damaged parts can be easily replaced. This has helped in making life more comfortable for the sick persons. Surgery is performed by a specialist called surgeon. Chloroform. Chloroform was first prepared by the Scottish physician, James Simpson, in 1831. He used it as an anesthetic in surgery and it was accepted by 1853. An anesthetic is given to someone before a medical operation to reduce the feeling of pain or to cause unconsciousness. Penicillin. Penicillin was discovered by Sir Alexander Fleming in 1928. It acts both by killing bacteria and by stopping their growth. It is used to treat many diseases like malaria, tuberculosis, diphtheria, pneumonia, etc. Vaccination. About 200 years ago, Dr. Edward Jenner used to practice in a small town in England. At that time, smallpox was a common disease. Smallpox could spread from one person to another. Dr. Jenner developed preventive medicine for smallpox. It is now called smallpox vaccine. Every young child is now vaccinated against smallpox. Many parts of the world are now free from smallpox. New vaccines have been developed for diseases like cholera, plague, polio, cough, tetanus and tuberculosis. Pasteurization. Microbes, germs, causing various diseases, are present around us in air, water, soil and food. Diseases can be prevented if the germs are not allowed to enter our body. Louis Pasteur discovered that heat kills germs. He found that boiling of milk for about half an hour makes it germ-free. This process is called pasteurization. Pasteurization is a method of treating food by heating it to a certain point to kill pathogenic, disease-causing organisms without harming the flavor or quality of the food. Milk is pasteurized by heating it to about 145 degrees Fahrenheit, 63 degrees Celsius, for 30 minutes, or using the flash method, by heating it to 16 degrees Fahrenheit, 71 degrees Celsius, for 15 seconds, followed by rapid cooling to below 50 degrees Fahrenheit, 10 degrees Celsius, at which temperature is stored. We get pasteurized milk in polypacks and bottles nowadays. Healthcare. We must take some common steps to stay healthy. These are as follows. We should be careful about our personal cleanliness. We should eat good and healthy diet according to the need. We should do exercise daily. We should drink clean water. We should wash vegetables and fruits before eating. We should be attentive about the cleanliness of our surroundings. If we do not feel well, we should call or visit a doctor. Population control. The developments in the medical field have improved the general health of the people. The death rate has fallen, but there is no change in the birth rate. This led to increase in population which causes shortage of food, shelter, water and employment, etc. We must follow the small family norms to keep the population under control.